Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Pathfinder Kingmaker. Last time we went around the first world versions of my kingdom and freed certain areas from the Lantern King's assault. We went to Oleg's, killed the Stag Lord again, and then we killed Vortikai again at Barnhold, killed Hargulka and Trollbold. I guess we just really went back and talked to Sana for Lamash too, but we did that. Defeated the barbarians at the Battle of Brevoy. I guess that's what it's called. Battle of Glenbon. Getting Armagh and Jamandi with us, and then we defeated Erevetti once more. And now we are just about completely and utterly ready for the end of the game. I saw a strong and vibrant forest swept away by fire. Now I see the same happening to a living city. I honestly meant to start a peaceful life. Well, it's alright. I can wipe the rust from my axe and help a friend. Man, Kressel. You guys remember her? That's Svetlana's sister. Elora Nusky. River Razors at your service. Let's kick some monster butts. Jod. Avast to help us stop this madness. Ah, man, if only Keston was here. Hey, I remember you guys. So much pain. Like our ruined kingdom on the day it fell. Never back down in the face of danger, King. And we will be happy to help you. Yeah. Man, that's awesome. Kagar? Chief Suitscale. Old Kagar and his tribe come to help. Evil spirits ahead. But we not afraid. Chief Suitscale? Friends, kobolds, strike your enemies. A bandit fort, a flourishing city, a cesspool of beasts. This place has a rich history. I admit, I missed it. This was the Stag Lord's second, or right-hand man that we turned. Darwin? I'm repaying the debt, one ruler to another. Oh yeah! Oh, this is so cool. Avendra, I might be a mere wisp compared to the eldest, but I'll fight to the end and see the fall of the Lantern King. There's Sana. Ominous time, ominous and beautiful. Jamandi. A fierce battle awaits us, but we are fighting for a good cause like never before. Gasper. It's time we turn from prey to hunters. The life of an adventurer is full of surprises. Even a war with the first world deity doesn't seem so unlikely. Magar. Where's Raka at? Man, this is so cool. I love this kind of stuff. Greetings. Well, my darlings. You've broken your divine patron's second condition, just as I foretold. So you knew what was going to happen to us at the edge of the house at the edge of time? I surmised. I led you by the hand through all your adventures in the stolen lands. I brought you to the disk of the eclipse. I made sure you arrived at just the right place, where the magic of the first world would rid you of the divine curse you've suffered, so you may reunite. Aren't progenitors supposed to look after their offspring? And I'm a very caring ancestor. And now, if you'll excuse me, you hear undisguised mockery in the devil's voice. I'll leave you to your destroyed kingdom and the insane Fey Lord who has seized it. You catch Kalaki's scream and Kanira's angry hiss. As the portal closes, you discern the familiar silhouette of the ruined Talden Tower rising above Sorrowflow. Oh, son of a bitch. We should have attacked the capital where we had a chance. We won't let the forefather escape. We know where to look for him, near Sorrowflow, and the ruins of the old Talden Tower. The forefather, that blasted devil, abducted Kanira and Kalaki. Surely he won't dare defy the Herald of Nethys himself. But what is his plan? And how can we stop him? Okay, so we gotta go do that before we fight the Lantern King now. So maybe this won't be the last episode. I'm gonna be honest, I thought this was gonna be the last episode. I was prepared. Alright, so maybe there'll be 2 more episodes. Oh, hey guys. I know you. Silly jumbos, they build these stony buildings and then they're surprised to see them broken. Oh well. We'll have to help you. Yeah, pretty sure that's the one that we helped against the lumberjacks. Armog. Brother, Armog is here and we'll share the trials of battle with you.
I do what I must.
Alright. To the black and white portal leading to Sorrowflow. Entering a portal and landing right in the middle of a clearing where an entire family of Dwimmercat cubs are playing is no trial for the faint of heart. Our hero was lucky though. The little ones had been having their fun without any parental supervision, and when a strange two-legged creature appeared unexpectedly, they scattered, without waiting for the caretakers of these scared Dwimmercat cubs to appear on the playground. Agronak hurried to the next portal and soon arrived in the right place. I'm gonna bring Valerie. Yeah, we lost our sure thing here. Man, that guy's an ass. He waited until we freed her from the curse. The Forefather. I have a feeling this could be a really tough fight too. Like, this is probably like the DLC's big fight. Alright. You defeat this level. Persuasion up to 30. And you got blinding critical. Do you have toughness already? That could be an easy one to just pick up. Looks like it, actually. Alright, get tiring critical. Okay. Ooh, this place is a little different, huh? Bunch of fire elementals. We're even allowed to walk on that? Save it. Who's that guy? The Arcanothane. Arcanothane. Is that the Herald? The pulsating magical energy, which so altered the area around the old Taldan Tower, is particularly strong here, and it's easy to guess why. Like a living heart pumping blood through its veins, a sparking cloud of energy is floating above the ground. Agronak, you came for us! Kalaki's blue eyes sparkle, but her face is tense and exhausted. Greetings. The curt salutation betrays more about the Forefather's mood than he intended to reveal. There's no trace of the devil's usual eloquence, and he seems as tense as a predator ready to strike. Kinera, disheveled and tired, winks at you and whispers loudly, "Our poor great-grandfather is upset. He wanted to resolve the matter quickly and without any fuss, but the Herald didn't even want to talk to him." Because I was waiting. The numinous voice echoes powerfully, the magic cloud penetrating the area, and my wait is over. I've come for Kinera and Kalaki. That's no secret to me. With a suave gesture, the devil draws attention back to himself. Perhaps now that we're all together, we may discuss the delicate matter for which we are here assembled. Herald, I'm aware that you brought Kinera back to life, making her and her sister agree to some difficult conditions as payment for your gift of life. And both of these conditions were The god's herald interrupts the devil. You hear surprisingly human astonishment in her numinous voice. You are very wrong, Offerin. Perhaps you have confused me with the lawgiver, the herald of Abadar? Judging by her voice, the Arcanothane finds her final remark incredibly amusing. I do not take payment for my deeds, and make no conditions. That is the lot of other gods and their servants, but not of all-seeing Nethys. I only heard Kalaki's prayer and desired to help her. My lord and creator approved this decision. It seemed to him a curious magic experiment, a momentary amusement in the vastness of eternity. Offeron? The true name of forefather. Interesting. Even I didn't know. Wait, Harold. What did your compact with Kynera and Kaliki mean in that case? I told you. I simply wanted to help them. Certain energies and substances annihilate each other, if placed in the same vessel. Such are the spirits of Kynera and Kaliki. So long as they are together, they will continue to hurt each other, pulling each other in different directions, tearing themselves to pieces. If I simply returned Kynera to life, sooner or later they would ruin each other, as they did once before. But still I desired to help them. I drew upon the wisdom of Nethys, my lord and creator. He is double-edged, and his two sides are in balance. I thought the sisters might achieve this as well. But I was wrong. Nothing worked. One side still tries to defeat the other. They cannot hear each other. They cannot make peace. It would be better for them to never meet, as I planned from the beginning. Your and Kaliki's decision to use Kynera as living bait for the Soul Eater. This was the final brick in the wall that divided these sisters. Kynera will not say this aloud. She is far too secretive. But deep down she can no longer fully trust you, or her sister. Oh, this crisis has been coming for a long time, but I know how to solve it. The devil's seductive voice gradually gained strength. An agreement, an experiment, or aid given selflessly. Whatever it was, your plan failed, Harold. You admit as much yourself. But allow me to suggest a solution. I shall take one of the sisters with me to hell, for all eternity, body, soul, and all that she can give. The other will remain here to live out her life however she so pleases. If both are doomed, then my suggestion is the best solution. Perhaps. Their Arcanothane agrees with remarkable ease. Or perhaps not. It is time to decide. Let the matter be weighed upon the scales. That's how you mortals evaluate things, is it not? Kynera, Kaliki, and Agranak. It is up to you what happens next. Kynera bites her lips and nods. The Herald is right. Whatever you may think, I can't accept that my patron and my only sister would use me as living bait. I still have nightmares about the Soul Eater, about how it killed me the first time. I awaken, and I wonder, when will be the next time you risk my life for the sake of your kind and noble deeds? I wouldn't have risked it if I didn't think it was... Okay, forgive me, Kynera, but I do not regret my decision. I couldn't let the innocent die. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't an innocent, it was 4, right? Whatever decision I made back then when facing the Soul Eater, I won't allow you to take either of these sisters' forefathers. It's kinda good, forgive me, but I couldn't let the innocent die. Kynera folds her arms on her chest. It is as I expected. My sister and you are 2 peas in a pod. But you know what? I'm not mad at you. Everyone must choose their own friends and patrons. I simply don't belong in this friendly gang. A good thing I've received an alternative proposal. Forefather, I'm ready to go with you. Of course, we must discuss the terms of our new contract in detail. Kynera, no! Don't do this. It's too late, you fool. And you know what? We'll be better off apart. I'm sure I will find a place for myself in hell. I'll find a way to recover my soul, and find a more suitable use for it. I belong there. And you will stay here, saving silly outcasts who stumbled into trouble, and write your poems and live as you like. Kynera, stop. We can still fix everything. I don't think so, the tiefling says harshly. Nor do I. Allow them to part now, before there is even greater trouble. Kynera hugs her sobbing sister. Don't cry, you silly goat. This has been a long time coming, and it ended the only way it could. It's so hard to understand you mortals. Or perhaps you simply don't understand yourself? Soon enough, you will sigh in relief, Kaliki. You will enjoy life without worrying what darkness your sister will drag you into. To reconcile internal opposites is easy for a god, but too great a burden for your shoulders. Sigil of Creation. And on that splendid note, if you'll excuse me, this miserable piece of land will soon fall anyway. Well, goodbye. Goodbye.
Sister. My sister. We are now apart. Apart forever.
Kaliki closes her eyes and stands still for a minute without saying a word.
I've always known that Kynira and her soul belong to Hell. I truly wish I could save her from this lot, but one cannot save a river from flowing into the sea. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm grateful to you for everything you've done for me. And more than anything in this world, I want to help you in return. Let's go. The Lantern King and all his curses are nothing to us.
Okay, so it goes... How do I do this? Probably like this would be the best way. Okay. Well, we got Kaliki back without much of a fight either. I don't know. Is there anything down here?
I'm off.
Frost giants. Oh, jeez. Get out of here. I wasn't expecting that. Can I use this to, like, open that? No. How many days do we have? The fate of the sisters has been decided. It's so difficult to find balance when people are so different yet so dear to each other. There are 19 days and 3 hours.
Share your troubles.
Go do that. Do that. Okay, we have some resistances now. Let's go ahead and take a look at this stuff.
I'm there.
Ask, and I shall answer.
You should be able to do this.
Taste my fury.
You need that one too.
Is going to hurt. What's taking so long?
Strike when settled.
Hold on. I didn't...
This is for you.
Where is it?
Follow if you dare.
I'm glad
Can you kill him?
I wish there was another way.
Good. Grab the loot. Crown of Elements. This crown increases the damage dealt by the kinetic's simple energy blast by 36. Physical and composite by 66. It also grants +6 to charisma, wisdom, and intelligence. Wow, that's actually huge. Oh, it's the same thing, but it gives her, and now she's get that bonus. So boom, all those go up now. You go back. Because you're already damaged. So I want to check over here. Okay. Let's get out of here. So do you think there's going to be another really good thing in the frozen area too? I think we got to check, right?
Confide in me.
Yeah, so we lose another companion now too. Not only have we lost Lindsay and Reg, but now we've lost Kynira, who is our treasurer. So luckily, we're already done with that stuff. And we don't have to worry about it. Okay, we probably need to use like these blasts, right?
Cool off.
Alright guys, let's not go crazy here.
I am ready. Taste my fury. First.
Kill this one now.
Test
You
of my
can't stop
ability.
me.
Oh, that was the wrong person.
This is going to hurt. Consider me provoked.
Good. Spiced fish and 100 ale too. Oh, that's worth it.
I'm listening.
A heal.
Ask, and I shall answer.
This will be quick.
What we missed?
My hand.
Oh, good crit. Alright, that was it.
I'm there.
Okay. The Crown of Elements is a good one, though. That was huge. That was huge. Would have been good to have that, like, you know, a lot earlier, though, to be honest. Alright, back to the portal, or the capital. And then we'll rest again, and we go forward. And that didn't take too long. I thought we were going to have to fight the Forefather. But I suppose if we had, like, tried to stop Kynira from going, then maybe the Forefather would have tried to attack us. But it seemed like Kynira wanted to go. Even though I think she was being a little unreasonable, but... Oh, we got this too. Whenever the wearer of this ring uses their kinetic healer wild talent, it also applies the effect of the restoration spell to the target. The talent is always empowered as though using empower... That's good. Sell everything else. There we go. Alright. I need the rest. Kaliki, anything new? I'm ready for anything and will do whatever it takes. Alright. Last thing I really wanted to do before we continue. I want to read everybody's biography. So, just as a sort of recap of what we've done so far as a party. So, Tristan, every Sarenrae's loyal servant, or ever Sarenrae's loyal servant, Tristan arrived in the Stolen Lands with a difficult task, to learn why all manner of curses seem to flourish in here. While the answer remains uncertain, this merciful and sympathetic cleric helps his companions with his prayers, spells, and guidance. Tristan's quest led him to the Kingdom of the Cleansed, an evil cult controlled by a mysterious priest known as the First Faithful, who is also the Lantern King. According to messages from a strange goddess, all the woes of the Stolen Lands are caused by a curse that lies on the king. An attempt to attend one of their gatherings ended badly. Upon seeing the ruler, the First Faithful proclaimed that he must be the next sacrifice in praise of the goddess. Luckily, Tristan helped the king overpower the fanatics and put an end to the kingdom. Tristan's despair hasn't lessened his desire to fight evil. Who could have known that the goddess of his desperate soul would be the fallen diva's saving grace? Having routed the remnants of the Kingdom of the Cleansed and put an end to the work of the First Faithful, Tristan cleared his name and claimed the ultimate reward, divine forgiveness from his celestial patron. Hell yeah. Octavia. We saved Octavia and her friend Raganger from the greedy clutches of those technically adepts, which was one hell of a fight, I might add. The young lady wizard joined us to show her gratitude and to help us bring happiness and freedom to the Stolen Lands. She's the sister in arms I've always dreamed of. It's sad knowing this is Lindsay's words. I can't even begin to imagine what it's like to stand face to face with your mortal enemy. Maestro Janusz has done immense harm to Octavia, But when innocent lives got in the way of her long-awaited revenge, she gave up the chase rather than betray her principles. And even though Jenish managed to escape, the visit to the Technic League's lair was not in vain. In the Maestro's papers, Octavia found a clue promising to unravel the mystery of her origin. Octavia finally met her long-lost mother and learned how they were torn apart. It turns out Octavia is a hereditary Marchioness. Though it's not really about the title, of course. More importantly, she found it in her heart to forgive her mother and make peace with her past. And now that Octavia knows who she is and where she's from, it's easier for her to move on to her future, to new victories and adventures. Oh man, 4 stories here. Our new friend is named Kaisi, and she's terribly mysterious. Sometimes she's perfectly nice and sometimes she's bitter and sardonic. I'm sure she's hiding a secret, and that something very dark made her flee for her native land of Kadira. But she will not share her secret with anyone except our leader. I don't know how to put this, but Kaisi turned out to be not Kaisi at all. She's actually 2 sisters, Kinira and Kaliki, who can replace each other. In fact, they can't help it. A devious devil named the Forefather put the sisters to a trial, and it's not clear whether their divine patron is going to somehow punish them. What's going to happen next? The house at the edge of time changes the fate of all who enter it, and our twins are no exception. Surviving Neris's attack by the skin of their teeth, Kinira and Kaliki split and finally met again in real life, for the first time in a long while. What should they do now? Will they be able to put their differences to the side? And will they be punished by their divine patron, whose conditions they broke? The devil's plot and an encounter with their divine patron put an end to their long story. They were simply too different to find a common path, and so Kinira and Kaliki said goodbye forever. Maybe it's best for both of them. A hero such as he. It seems our leader inspires loyalty in all the sentient races across Galarian. However, I would not call this one exactly sentient. Knock Knock the Goblin has joined our ranks. He is swift, cunning, and loyal to us, as much as a goblin can possibly be. He believes himself to be some kind of goblin hero, and expects great accomplishments from our alliance. I do not think what he means by that. Leader of his people. After a glorious display of skill and combat prowess, Knock Knock was able to defend the goblins from an impending threat, a drunk hill giant, and heroically allowed them to become honorable subjects to our kingdom. I just hope Agranak knows what he's doing. To support his claim of being Lamashtu's chosen, Knock Knock and his goblin subjects erected shrines in her name right outside the capital. This moment of triumph was only marred by the scared capital guard, who tried to tear the shrine down. Perhaps some people, me included, should learn to accept the faith of all of Agranak's subjects. But, I mean, Lamashtu? Really? No way. A true hero. After defeating the vicious Barghest, who took a form of a late goblin king, Knock Knock seems to find his own way of being a hero. Not in a form he sought to be, but in being loyal to Agranak and his kingdom. And I must admit that while his attitude didn't change much, Knock Knock has grown. I'm ready to trust him watching my back in fights, knowing that he'll be there when we need him. Aw. The Grim Ranger. Ekandio's journey was a hard one. He'd lost so much. We met him in a moment of desperation. When wounded and exhausted, he was pursuing the trolls who had killed his wife and daughter. Ever since, Ekin has traveled along with us, seeking a reason to live on. We decided to support Ekin and not let him despair. And what better for a grieving heart than a tankard shared with friends? Elena, the innkeeper, provided food and drink, and Tavi, an old friend of Ekin, told us of a spot. I prepared the music, and our king lured Ekin right into the trap. That was a good moment. That was a good day. Bury the past. Our feast helped Ekin to unwind, but as was to be expected, it failed to fully dispel the grief in his heart. And after a few bottles, Ekin and Tavi went hunting giants without telling anyone. Elena raised an alarm, and the king managed to find the reckless pair. Then Ekin faced a pivotal choice, whether to live for vengeance or leave the past behind and move on. Only time will tell if he made the right decision. A reliable comrade in battle, proud Valerie rejected her destiny as a paladin of Shelyn, instead leaving the order behind to find her own way in life. Her loyalty to our cause is only matched by her divine beauty. True, she can be a touch arrogant at times, but I always feel safe when she's around, like she's a rock I can cling to. The past tends to rear its ugly head from time to time. In the case of Valerie, the past assumed the appearance of her old mentor from the Order of the Eternal Rose, the proud paladin of Shelyn, insisted that the girl return to her role as the goddess's devotee. A fate Valerie cast off with such determination that the matter ended in a duel. This event would make a stunning episode in my book, save for one problem: the terrible wound on Valerie's beautiful face. The mysterious scar that appeared on Valerie's face after the duel didn't seem to bother the girl, or at least so she claimed, but those around her quickly noticed a change. Without her beauty, Valerie literally didn't know what to do with herself. Luckily for all of us, Valerie didn't surrender to despair and managed to find a way to regain herself. Good. Oh my god, she's got 5. Unstoppable warrior. Amiri is a barbarian from the realm of the Mammoth Lords. She's blunt, a little crude, and doesn't talk much about her past, but her heart is in the right place. I wouldn't have anyone else at my side in battle. Show what you are worth. When Amiri heard about the giant wild boar terrorizing the area, she insisted that we go directly to its lair and let her fight it one-on-one. Of course, it wasn't simply that she wanted some bacon. In Amiri's tribe, a fight with a wild animal was a sort of initiation ritual, and a ritual for accepting a new member into the tribe. With the ritual complete, according to the customs of her people, she has shown herself a true warrior, and the king, her new chief. Pariah. It is not so easy to turn away from one's past. Wherever you go, it follows behind you. Imagine Amiri's surprise when her native tribe, with which she seemed to have had a falling out with, appeared in our lands. Apparently, it's Amiri's fault that an evil spirit started haunting the tribe. Their family reunion did not pass without some assault and battery, and we finally discovered the terrible details of her exile. Her tribesmen tried to kill Amiri, but she killed them instead. What barbarity. Blood calling. Amiri's native tribe joined the barbarian horde, who moved upon Rostov. She might have cared not one whit, but among Amiri's hated tribesmen was Nilak, a friend who, in spite of their ugly history, remained a dear friend to her. Risking her life, Amiri tore Nilak from the clinging hands of Armagh and his frightful sorceress sisters. Impressed by Nilak's wisdom, the tribe recognized her as their new chief and returned to Numeria. The ghost that haunted Amiri's tribe has returned. Holding them hostage, he demanded that Amiri repair the sword that was broken by Armagh and return it to him. It turns out that all this time, the brother of that evil ghost, another spirit, even more evil and ghostly, had been trapped inside the sword, and the barbarian did as he demanded. She had to make a frightful choice, but she passed his test with honor, and once and for all put an end to the feud between her tribe and herself. Harem, servant of a dark god. Abandon hope and embrace the inevitable end. That's the kind of speech that Harem's companions must endure every single day. A priest of Grotus, Harem left his dwarven home to spread the word of the god of end times throughout the Stolen Lands. Although if you ask me, Harem's just a whiner, a one-of-a-kind. Unwanted legacy. Harem says he doesn't care about his people or Torag. He doesn't care so much that he talks about them constantly. Like now, after learning that there are dwarven ruins in the Stolen Lands, he decided to see them, whatever it took. But his tour through the ruins tore open old wounds. He almost cried as he looked upon the ancient walls abandoned by the dwarves. But then the strangest thing happened. He found an old magical anvil and broke it with his bare hands, like it was a rotten piece of wood. How about that? Can long-standing resentment truly turn so destructive? Unbreakable metal. From the Five Kings Mountains comes an expedition of dwarves hoping to find a way into a citadel built and abandoned by their ancestors. Usually Harem wouldn't care to meet such guests, but when he found out the dwarves were in trouble, his desire to gloat took over, and he hurried to help them, and, while he's at it, tell them exactly what he thinks of them. Again, Facing the past had incredible and unexpected consequences. Harem effortlessly broke an invincible adamantine golem. The leader of the expedition, a paladin of Torag, says that Harem possesses the touch of the Unmaker, a rare divine ability to destroy damaged dwarven artifacts. Our sad priest will need time to consider this. This is a cool picture here. The Unmaking. Harem told the dwarves from the Skeggy clan, who were trying to find a way into the Citadel, that they were only inviting death upon themselves. And that's exactly what happened. The poor fellows awakened the ghost of one of their ancestors, a most discontented dwarf with a whole army of golems, who considered himself the only master of the fortress. But back to Harem. He solved their conflict in his own way, and finally managed to leave behind his grudge against his tribesfolk. And against Torag. His faith still gives me creeps, but now I have no doubt that our party can rely on him as a brother in arms and a friend. No. Ominous Alliance. Jaethal is an elf from Kyonin, one who is not quite alive. The elves exiled her from their kingdom for her terrible deeds. Her search for a new home and a new patron has brought her to her leader's banner. She pays little heed to her companions, and when she does, she behaves as if she's ready to bite their heads off. She gives me the creeps. Let's hope our enemies are just as frightened. Investigate my death. Jaethal couldn't stop thinking about her own death, the circumstances of which our undead companions simply could not remember. To help her, the king began a little investigation. On our travels, some elves attacked us for no apparent reason, and it became clear that something was wrong. It seems that some mysterious stranger killed Jaethal, and then pitted the elves against us. His name is Inio, a half-elf from Kyonin, and follower of Pharasma. He managed to escape, but now Jaethal knows that she has a secret enemy. Chase my shadow. Jaethal wasn't standing idly by, having learned that her enemy Inio was secretly stalking their old priestess, Taneka. She persuaded the king to go to a fateful meeting. There we learned that Inio was an inquisitor of Pharasma, who has for decades pursued the undead and worshippers of Urgathoa. He'd laid a clever trap for Jaethal, leading her to kill some unfortunate elven travelers, to call forth the fury of their relatives in Kyonin. Inio lost his life in an epic battle between the two inquisitors. But what menace will Jaethal face next, as his plan comes to fruition? Under new banners. Jaethal's meeting with her daughter, Nortalara, almost ended tragically, but her king managed to convince the undead elf that her very existence had become an insane nightmare, and she could no longer bring any good to herself or to others. Jaethal said goodbye to her daughter and voluntarily parted with her unlife. However, the king would meet her again. Jaethal returned from the dead once more, casting off her old faith and becoming an inquisitor of Pharasma. She's ready to fight by our side again. That was such a cool moment, hearing that she was a follower of Pharasma now. Alright guys, it's time. I'm ready for the final battle. Let us march. I see you're ready. You will make history this day. I'm ready for anything. To battle. Very well. So be it. Our main forces will march now for the city, your highness, and I shall go with them. We will attempt to engage most of the Apology's shadows and the Lantern King's minions. Look for me in the city if you need rest, and good luck. There he goes. Storyteller. There's Sootskill. Protect us, Erastil. Let's move. Kobold strong, fierce. All run from Kobold. Here we go, says the goblin. There's Magar. I think that was Sana. Look at all our allies, guys. Focus. This isn't a parade. We're going to. There's Darvin. A battle worth being born for. Armagh. Hell yeah, we're going to have some fun. It's way too soon to retire. Alright. Do I get to talk to everybody one more time?
distressing hour. A simple mind might see it in the end of times and the triumph of Grotus. But alas, these are only the games of a foolish deity, wrapped in the vanity of the first world.
Harem is fiddling with his beard pensively. I don't even know if this means anything to you, Harem, but I'm glad you're among my companions. My voice cracked, I'm so emotional. I'm glad you're among my companions.
Your words seem strange to me, but something in them warms my old soul.
Harem looks at you, astonished, as if he's just awakened and opened his eyes. You look so peaceful.
Though this is true, everything unfolds in the best possible way. If we meet our death in a coming battle, it will be a wonderful ending. If we win, although it's a pointless act, I will also be satisfied. It would be wrong to bow to this self-proclaimed Lantern King.
Harem shakes his head with disapproval. We have to go. The Lantern King won't wait.
Indeed. We must quench that false light, so it doesn't confuse the souls of those who look on it.
Valerie.
I'm just waiting for a signal to attack. There's a great battle ahead, and it will end with a great victory. I believe that more than I've ever believed anything.
Valerie looks determined and focused. Her eyes shine with a special light. Valerie, I just want to say your loyalty means a lot to me.
I'm glad to hear it. I would never turn away from my duty, no matter what. Yet it's better to enter a dangerous battle with an easy heart, knowing that your sword serves one who truly values your loyalty.
Valerie sighs quite heartedly and looks down for a moment. You have any regrets?
Every failure, every fallen comrade. But these regrets cannot undermine my spirit. We learn from our mistakes and harden for times like these.
We have to go. I know I don't even need to ask if you're ready.
And I need not answer. To arms. We will protect this land and free you from this curse. That's why I've taken up my weapons, and I won't put them down until all our plans are fulfilled.
Kaliki. Kaliki seems deep in thought, but gives you a warm, sad smile. I'm glad we'll be together for our final battle.
It turns out that it's not so easy to be the heroes of song and legend. But we can do it. I know it. I believe it.
You look so preoccupied, Kaliki. What's on your mind?
Just terribly silly things. I often do this to distract myself from trouble and worry. I daydream about complete nonsense. Just now, I was thinking how wonderful it would be to see the snow and make a snowman. I've never done anything like that before.
It's time for us to visit the Lantern King.
We'll do whatever it takes to recover what's been taken from us and save this miserable land.
Knock knock.
This is a crazy road, all way to end. Even crazier than how we meet. Now someone try steal our city? Knock knock say, we go steal it back.
I love you, Knock Knock. Thanks for standing by me, Knock Knock.
It's what heroes do. Walk together, steal together, stab together. And you show me hero path. From Goblin King to great confronting of Mungok, to finding tribe again, and king not king again. Hero path keep going. So do we. Just like pose in statue.
I'm ready if you are.
Knock knock not let you go alone. Besides, be fun. Knock knock never stole a city back before.
Enough. The battle's ahead. Jaethal.
We're ready to march, are we not? At last. This waiting is exhausting.
Jaethal stands still, her face calm as glassy water, yet you feel the tension in her pose like a drawn bowstring. You know, when I forged an alliance with a mysterious undead companion, I never imagined how valuable you would become and how much we'd go through together.
It's not the first time I've heard someone praise my skills, but hearing it from you is especially enjoyable. You are an excellent leader. I hope you know that's not flattery. I don't flatter, and I'm no good at it. It's just a sign of respect, from one worthy companion to another.
Are you afraid of the upcoming battle? You're not one to risk your life for a good cause.
I know the wrath and mercy of true deities. The games of the First World Pretender don't scare me. And yes, you are absolutely right about me. However, I value justified risk and mutually beneficial alliance. No serious goals can be achieved without them.
It's time. A battle with the eldest awaits.
Point me to the goal. I'll handle the rest, one way or another.
I'm curious, did she... No, she's still evil. I didn't know if Erasma would allow evil. I couldn't remember. Amiri?
We were just getting ready for our last great battle, and now we're doing it again. It's a good thing I decided to follow you back here at Aldori's. You definitely know how to have fun, Chief.
Jokingly punch Amiri on the shoulder. So, warrior, are you ready to beat the hell out of the eldest and his minions?
Oh no, I'm not ready. Wait, I need to polish my sword and tie some ribbons to my belt. Then I'll be ready for battle.
Do you want to tell me anything before we set off for battle?
I do. You're a good chief, and our tribe is all right, and we've been through a lot of good fights. Don't think I'm sucking up or something. It's just that I live like I want now, and that makes me sing inside.
That's a beautiful line right there. I live like I want now, and that makes me sing inside. Alright, enough talk. I know you don't like it.
Right. Go on, Chief. Give the order.
Akin.
The curse didn't break you. Good. But we must hurry. This madness must be stopped once and for all.
Akin nods to you briefly. You feel energy and determination in his movements. I just want to say you've been a loyal companion, Akin. It's good to have someone to rely on in such a dark hour.
Words of a worthy leader are better reward than honors and gold. We've come a long way. May the ones ahead be longer and lighter.
Akin's face, usually still, brightens with gratitude. He clasps his hand to his heart. Are you afraid of what's ahead?
No. We are going to fight for our home. For the laughter of children yet to be born. That evil outsider god fights only for his pride. He cannot win.
It's time to go. Are you ready?
Lead. I will follow.
Christian?
It's good that everything will be over. I have been so afraid that we wouldn't have the time to save you or this tormented kingdom. But now there's just a little further to go, and I believe we can make it.
Christian smiles ever so slightly as you approach. Thank you for supporting me all this time.
You exaggerate. I don't think I offer so much support. But I am immensely happy that I can help you in any way I can. This land deserves peace, and all the more so, its ruler.
Is there anything you'd like to tell me before we march off to battle?
I didn't want to distract you with such a trifle at this important moment. But let me again thank you for giving me a second chance. I have realized much along my journey. Although I'd prefer my awakening hadn't been bought with innocent lives. From now on, I will be stricter with myself, and will spend more time helping those who need it. And one more thing. I'm not one for inspirational speeches, but let me wish you strength and luck. Your burden is the heaviest of all. May you be equal to the task.
It will be time to march soon. Are you ready?
I'm with you until the end.
And last, but not least, Octavia.
I can't believe this is happening to us. I didn't think I would be among the heroes from a legend, but here we are. I only hope this legend has a good ending.
Octavia greets you with anxious but cordial and with an anxious but cordial and determined look. I just wanted to tell you one more time how happy I am that we're together. I'm gonna save that one for the second one option. You look worried.
I'm just worried about you. And I'm sad about Lindsay.
Aw.
It feels better to think that she stayed with us no matter what. But I miss some of the little things, like talking to her in the morning, when we both just crawled out of our tents, still sleepy. Lindsay, if you can hear us now, please know that I miss you terribly, you little chatterbox. But let's look ahead for the moment. I don't wish to distract you with my worries. I'm ready for battle like never before.
Thank you, Octavia, for mentioning Lindsay. The only one who's mentioned her. Hi, Lindsay. I would say that, you know, you should probably mention Regonger in that too, but yeah, you know, that's fine. I just wanted to tell you one more time how happy I am that we're together.
Me too. I love you. Our happiness has cost us much. Now let's prove that it wasn't all in vain.
Well, we have to go. Are you ready for our final test?
Like never before. If I need to defeat a deity to save you from a curse, then I'll do it.
Okay. Well, guys, we're gonna end the episode there. I know it's a little short, but you know, I wanted to have this time where we explore our companions one last time, and we completed Kalaki's quest as well. And we've talked to everybody. Nothing more to do but step through that portal and fight for our kingdom. I don't know how long it'll take me to get through this last section, but we'll see. Until then, hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you later.